Good morning, guys. I kind of have something to talk about, and I kind of don't, but I'm kind of just gonna make a vlog because I want to. Yeah, I don't know if I come in here. Alright, lighting. Let's get the lighting working. Anyways, it rained yesterday, and it's gonna rain today again. My window is wet, and the ground is wet, and everything, but that's kind of what happens when it rains, so that was kind of obvious. But yeah, it rained, so this is awesome. Love rain. Last night I was up pretty late watching YouTube, but then I was on the computer looking at these like really old forums, so like 2008, 2009, about some of the old lifts at Mammoth. And sorry, I had 4 tacos for breakfast. But anyways, I was looking at these lifts. There are a lot of lifts that they've taken out, actually. They took out, I think we have 1 through 17 still. All lifts 1 through 17 were never taken out. A lot of them were upgraded, but never taken out. 18 and 19 were removed. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 was removed. 25, 26 and 27 were removed. There are currently 28 lifts. There were also T-bars. There are no longer any T-bars on Mammoth. It's all chairs, and a few gondolas. But obviously, Main Lodge was the first lodge founded in 53 by McCoy. First lift went up summer of 55, I think. Share 1, Broadway. Woo, still there. High-speed detachable quad. Built by Iain, unfortunately. Uploads on the left. It's kind of weird. But DOP grips. Anyways, so mainly all of the old lifts are kind of from that area. Like all the lifts that were removed, all the lifts that were removed are kind of in this one zone. They're either in that zone or they went up next to an existing lift to make it have a higher capacity. Chair 18 used to go up next to Stump. Stump Valley, I'm pretty sure, is the lift that has been upgraded the most. On the entire mountain. I wonder if I'm getting sick because I've been sneezing a lot. Maybe it's just allergies. Maybe it's the rain's fault. Anyways, Stump Valley was replaced the most, which isn't that much. Chair 2, but it started off. Chair 2 was the second chair built. Obviously. Chair 2 is a fixed double. I'm gonna sneeze again. It was a fixed double, and later they upgraded it to a fixed quad. I don't know if it was while it was a double or a quad that they put in 18, but they put in 18 at some point. It was fixed grip. I actually cannot remember what its capacity was, but it was something. Started about 100 yards up from the Gold Rush base, and 18 and 2 went parallel up to where they toward 2 ends now, and then later they took out 18 when they upgraded Stump Valley to a high-speed detachable quad. That's also what happened with Eagle. Chair 15 is Eagle. Eagle used to be a double. 15th lift put in. It was a fixed grip double. They needed more, so they put in Chair 24. Right next to it is a fixed grip quad. That gives you a capacity of 6 at a fixed grip speed. Later on, they removed both lifts and replaced it with one high-speed detachable 6-pack, which, although it's still 6 theoretically, because you have a double and a quad, combine it, that's a 6, and they just replace it with a 6. The fact that it's high-speed gives it a huge capacity advantage in riders per hour. Can't tell you how much double and a quad go for fixed grip, but I can tell you that a high-speed detachable 6-person lift carries 3,600 people per hour, and a quad carries 2,400 per hour. So yeah, that's kind of what I learned. Chair 19, oh no, there was one more. Chair 27 went up next to 11. 11 is currently Discovery. 11 was something, 27 was something, fixed grip going up next to each other. And then they both got replaced by Discovery, which honestly could use an upgrade, but it's not going to. But the line is long a lot of times. Eagle is very fit. Eagle is one of the most efficient lifts on the mountain because it's a 6. Not many people go to Eagle, and the fact that it's a 6 makes it like you got this entire lodge area relying on this one lift, and like I used to think like, oh yeah, one lift for the entire lodge. Yeah, Eagle's probably just a traffic nightmare all day long. Like, don't ever go down there. But the Eagle line moves very, very quickly and efficiently. 6-person lift somehow does the job infinitely better than a high-speed quad. Should only work 50% better, but it seems it's working 2,386% better. Ooh. Chair 19. Chair 19 was removed, and there was a username on the forum I was on last night called Long Live Chair 19. Chair 19 started kind of, what's that run called? It's either St. Anton or, I think it's St. Anton that it goes behind 23, right? But then it curves, and it kind of goes perpendicular to Broadway coming into Main Lodge. Okay, I'm talking about the lower part of whatever that run is that kind of comes across. Chair 19 started at the far end of that, so not the end where Broadway is, but the end like kind of where it curves up and goes up the mountain to facelift. Chair 19 started there and it went up to 23. Chair 26 started almost like really close to the base of Broadway, and it went up to the Powder Bowl line, Powder Bowl, that run Powder Bowl, as opposed to Broadway going over that entire ledge. So 26 was a race lift, 19 was probably, well, it wasn't a race lift, but, I mean, back then it was kind of a primary lift. But 19th lift put in, so that'd be before they went up Lincoln, before 23 was even there, so I don't even know. They put in 19 before they put in 23 right there, so I guess, see, 19 would make more sense with 23, but it was there before 23 was there, and it just kind of was there. But, so, I don't agree with the fact that they removed those, and I don't think I ever will. It's like, in my mind, like, okay, it's not free to remove a lift. Like, it costs money to run a lift, and it costs money to run a lift. So, if you're not going to use the lift anymore, take it off your app, take it off your website. Don't count it as one of your lifts. Don't ever run it the entire season, but don't take it out. Like, that's kind of pointless. Like, is the lift taking up space? Not really, because it's a lift. Like, there are other lifts on the mountain. They are not worried about those taking up space. That's why chair lifts are chosen for ski mountains, because they go over and you can ski under them and they don't take up space. The poles are not causing a problem because they're in trees. 19 and 26 went up, and, you know, there used to be woods there. There used to be woods on that kind of face with Andy's double gold and Fascination and stuff. By the way, they changed the name of Fascination. I don't really know why, but anyways, so, like, why would you remove? They removed 19 and 26, like, completely. Like, why couldn't you just leave them there? Like, is it really making it look that bad? Like, I don't really think so. And, like, I saw a picture online of chair 19 goes up and there's two groomed runs coming like parallel right down on either side of it, and it looks so nice. Like, even if it's fixed grip, it's a really nice chair. Just have 19 just goes up, and then there's two runs coming out next to it. There also used to be two T-bars at Mammoth. One of them was chair 19, actually. There was a T-bar number 1 before 19 was there, and it was basically like before a lot of the other stuff with their T-bar 1 took you up most of the mountain. Like, most of the mountain kind of was the Broadway went up the entire mountain basically back then. That was kind of the entire area you skied. A lot smaller than it is now. C19 replaced T-bar 1, which no one's going to argue with that. That's an upgrade. I'm totally fine with lift upgrades, but I don't know why they removed 19. There also used to be T-bar 2 that went up where chair 6 goes up now, unbound. It's really weird because this T-bar went up where 6 went, and 6 started at the base of T-bar 2, where the same place it starts now, but it went up to the side and it just went into the forest and it stopped. Like, I'm talking, this lift was like shorter. It didn't go as far as even Discovery. Like, it just like kind of went up a little bit and went into the forest and stopped. Now, I'm not going to argue about removing that because, let's be honest, like, that's kind of pointless. But at the same time, like, I don't know, they still could have left it, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have to remove it, but that one I'm okay with. 19 and 26 are actually decent lifts, and not only would you save money by removing them, but you never know if you're going to want to run them again for something. You know, Broadway, when it snows and when it winds up on the mountains, Broadway is one of the first ones to close because of that huge, it goes up that huge ridge, and all of a sudden it's right there going perpendicular to the wind blow. So Broadway gets shut down pretty quickly. Stump Alley is open a lot longer than all the other lifts, because Stump Alley literally goes straight into the wind. No crosswinds means that they don't have to worry about the lifts flying and intertwining with each other. So it's just gonna make it harder for the engine. But at the same time, it's not, because pushing down on one side but then helping push the chairs down on the other side, you know? So Stump Alley's open a lot longer when it's windy. Broadway's done fast. But imagine, snowy day, you could pull a 20 on 19 and 26. 20 is literally never open, but it's still on the list of lifts for Mammoth. Haven't taken it out, and when it snows really bad and there's nothing else open on the mountain, you can know that the Pumas are open, the Village Gondola's open, and Chair 20 is open. Chair 20 will open if Roller Coaster closes and Canyon's closed. They'll be running 20 and 21 because it's really low. They're hidden by the trees. It's kind of a low risk lift, you know? And I think it would have been a lot better of a decision to run 19 and 26 like that. Anyways, I gotta go to school. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye, bye, bye.